This is why I recommend to not paint over wallpaper. This was painted over some years ago, and over time it's bubbled and rippled and cracked and peeled. You just never know what's going to happen over time. Sometimes it happens right after you paint it, but this was some years ago and it's still failing in areas. So this is some good customers of mine who are moving out of their house, moved some furniture, and were surprised to find this behind there. And being good people, they're not going to leave it for the new owners, so they call me to come and repair it. So the first thing I got to do, as I say, I got to get off whatever's going to come off. So I got to cut and scrape this, get the loose stuff off, and then I'm going to seal it with guards. So that'll seal down the edges, and also wherever you see the brown sheetrock paper, if you just put joint compound over that, that's going to bubble and ripple and cost you more time to deal with. So yeah, I'm going to seal it up with the guards, and that dries really hard. Then I'll be able to get some joint compound on there and smooth out the walls. As you saw, I just got this sanded, or really just formed with a wet sponge. I don't like to do dry sanding in people's houses. Man, it makes a lot of dust. So I do as much as I can with a sponge. If there's any other spots that need it, I'll go over lightly with a dry sanding block. I used 5-minute mud on that. And for those of you that don't know, a lot of people think 5 minutes is the time that it takes to dry and sand. The time rating is just the amount of time you're supposed to be able to work with it. So after 5 minutes, it starts to get hard to work with. And one batch, I didn't put enough water in, and it wasn't even 5 minutes. But it still takes a while to dry. I put fans on it. I even broke out a hair dryer in some spots to get, especially that first coat of mud. I put 2 on to get it to dry enough. I'm going to get some texture on here because the walls are textured, and this will have some big flat spots. And this is satin paint, so you really see those. The homeowners do have the paint that was used in the room, and they were really good, man. They keep this stuff inside in climate control to give it the best chance of lasting as long as possible. So we're going to get some plastic up, get this textured, and get some paint on there.
1, 2.
you go. I got it patched, textured, and painted less than a day. Most of that time was spent waiting on things to dry. I even put fans on it and broke out a hairdryer for some real stubborn spots. Takeaway from this job, when you're texturing, I always texture it till it looks like the texture on the wall, and then I put just a little bit more on, because when that dries, it shrinks up and then it looks like there's not as much texture on there. So I go just a little bit heavier on the patched areas. And on a side note, these customers I've worked for countless times over the last 22 years, and they're moving out of my area, and they've always been very good to me, and I'm going to miss them. Hey, you got questions, complaints, leave them down below. Thanks for watching. Best of luck to you on your paint project, and see you at the next job.